Welcome back to the Green Room with Jade Million. Today I am with the beautiful Bella Moon.
Hello. It's an honor.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. And guys, Bella is an amazing R&B hip-hop artist, I would say.
Yeah.
From Nashville. She is a Nashville native, and we've known each other for how long?
I think 3 years, maybe 2-3 years.
Maybe even longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've known of you for quite a while. I think that you popped up on my social media when I really started locking in on, being an artist here.
Yeah, when you first got here?
Well, when I first got here, I don't remember, because when I first got here, it was kind of like I was doing the whole service industry thing, and I wasn't that focused. I always say when I first moved here, it was like an adult playground. I had never experienced a city that was so fun, because I'm from such a small town. So I wasn't super locked in. And then probably when I hit 22, 23, I was like, okay, it's, what do we move here for?
Right. Go time, music, serious. Yeah.
Yeah. Did I know you when I was with All True Creative? Do you remember All True Creative?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So All True Creative, I think somehow I got connected with you through that, and then I had you perform at my anti-Valentine's Day show.
I literally today I went on my Snapchat and I saw memories from that.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, what a coincidence. That's so crazy.
Wait, that's actually so crazy.
No, seriously. I was like, that's wild.
Oh my God. That show was by far my favorite show that I've ever thrown. I don't know what it was. I mean, probably the performers, honestly.
Yeah, you had good performers.
Yeah, you crushed it. We had Bree, Two Live Bree. Who else do we have? Remember someone opened? We had an opener. I don't know. We had a contest for the opener, but that show was so fun. The vibe was just so good, and it was everybody wore all black.
It was so good. The turnout was incredible.
I know.
I was shocked.
Girl, same.
I was like, oh yeah, we ate.
It's so crazy when you throw shows. You just never know, because I remember for that show in particular, it was such a big production.
Yeah.
We rented this massive warehouse in Nashville.
Yeah.
And I mean, we had to set up the stage, all the decor, all the vendors. It was literally just an open room.
Right.
And so it was a lot of work. It was hectic. And then we pulled it off, and I think our turnout throughout the whole night, in and out, was 250, 300 people.
So crazy. I remember walking into sound check. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
Jade is that bitch. I was like, this is about to be crazy, because I was so honored, to be a part of that, because you always had motion. You know what I mean? And we're in two different lanes, so I was like, that's so cute. Another girly pop is believing in me just as much as I'm believing in her. And
right.
So it was cute. I really liked it.
It was such a vibe. And from day one, when I saw you, I was brand on point, look on point. I feel like you are so unique.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I think that especially, living in Nashville, being two girls who probably don't really fit the status quo.
Yeah.
As far as artists and music, I think the fact that, I saw you and you just stood out to me so quickly, it was okay, I fuck with this girl. And on top of that, you're so talented.
Thank you. I feel the same about you, for real.
Thank you, girl.
You work really fucking hard.
Yeah, I'm addicted to working hard. I swear, it's and even as I'm getting older and doing more and more, I'm it's just so fun to wake up every day and, do something creative. And yes, I'm an artist, but I love doing stuff like events and this podcast and just kind of exploring how many other, realms of creativity that I can dive into.
You definitely got your toe dipped in a lot of things.
I do. And I think a lot of people would say that's not a good idea, but I can't help who I am. You know what it really is ingrained in me to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
And
you do well in all of it too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do.
Girl, I need to hear that some days, because I'm
no, I seriously, because I am, I am a Nashville native, and it's, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people don't show love or get love the way they deserve, know?
Yes.
And you've been here for a while now. Mm-hmm. So it's I've seen the growth from when we first met to what we're doing now. And literally, you're fucking killing it too, bitch.
Thank
I love
you.
it.
Thank you. Yeah, I always say about Nashville, it's going to be the last place that recognizes or really celebrates your success. First of all, it's like oversaturated with musicians. And I don't like the word oversaturated because it doesn't mean that you can't pop off in Nashville. Obviously you can. It's just like everyone here is very used to being around music artists and people with followings and like, you know what I mean? So it's almost like people aren't as like awed by what you're doing until the rest of the world kind of like catches on. It's definitely one of those cities where it's like, oh, like they start to act like they know you, you know. And I love my city. Obviously, I've been here for 10 years, but it's so fucking true. Yeah. Even for us, maybe, right? It's like we're so used to seeing artists work and grind and stuff, and then, you know, when people do pop off, it's like, oh shit, like I remember when they were playing at that bar, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But I've just accepted that like Nashville is my home base because of the people here, the creatives, the people I work with. I'm sure you feel the same. Like I don't really want to move because I'm so locked in with like my creative team here. So like I stay here for that, but I'm not expecting to like blow the fuck up in Nashville.
That's so crazy. I feel the exact same
way. Like this, I'll get my flowers like at the end with Nashville. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Almost like it's already been happening and they're like catching up.
Literally. Yeah, the resources are here, so I stay locked in.
Exactly.
People always ask like why I don't move out because it's like one of those things like they was like, do you think you can move somewhere else? And I'm like, I could move somewhere else, but I would literally be losing momentum. Like, yeah. Like I was like, I'm so locked in with the people that I'm working with here that we're all growing together as a unit, and I like rather be big to the world than, you know, just settle for just like what's happening in the city. You know, does that make sense?
Oh, it makes so much sense because I feel like the exact same way. Even with my producer, I've been working with him for years, and we're just getting stronger and stronger every song we make, and everything that I'm doing, like the resources, that's such a great way to put it. And yeah, like if I were to move, it would feel like I'm like knocking down this wall that I've spent years crafting brick by brick, day by day. I'm like, fuck no. Yeah, I'd love to be in Miami at the beach, but like, I would lose everything that I've been working towards, and to start over like that, it's just, it doesn't make any sense right now.
I mean, granted, like once our stuff blows up,
and we have I'm everywhere.
Money, exactly. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But being locked in here is
it's like home base. That's what I call it. It's always gonna be home base.
Right.
Yeah, right. And I do like. I mean, the winter is a little bit hard for me, but you know. I just lock in the winter and, you know, wait for summer.
Literally. Yeah. That's what you do. Like we hibernate and lock in for the warmer seasons.
Yeah. So we could pop out.
Exactly.
The second that warm weather hits, it's like, all right, here we go.
Exactly. I love that.
So are you a Nashville native?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I was actually born in Chicago, but I literally been here since I was 2 months old.
Wow.
So I've been here.
Yeah, that's amazing. So like, give us a little backstory. How did you get into music? How long have you been doing it? Are you independent?
So, when I was younger, my family is Cambodian, and we were, you know, placed in the hood here in Nashville, which is completely different from what it is now.
Yeah.
Actually, it's like 2 minutes away from the Gulch. It was very dangerous back then.
Really?
Very crazy. Yeah. It was very hood. It used to be very dangerous to even walk outside. It used to be drive-bys, everything. It was bad.
And now the Gulch is like
literally
as fuck.
Exactly. So it's crazy to see like the growth of it. But long story short, like I needed an outlet pretty much to like stay in school longer than what I had to because I didn't want to come home. You know what I mean? Yeah, because it was just super dangerous to come back. And I was I came from humble beginnings, you know. My family was very just traumatized from like the war, the Vietnam War. That's why my family's here now. And so it's just like a lot of generational trauma that happened in my household. And I literally just use music as an outlet. Like I became, you know, a halftimer, which is like a hip hop dancer or whatever, for basketball games and stuff like that.
Really?
That's where it really started.
Okay.
So I could stay after school, and then I was in orchestra for a while. Then I did musical plays, literally anything, any outlet to like stay at school.
Oh my gosh, this is like literally making me emotional because I just think of kids who do have, you know, tough home lives. And like, I was always wanting to get out of school, but it's like some kids, like, school is literally their refuge. I'm literally gonna cry because it's like so sad. Like, I can't even imagine just like, even like small kids. You know, my mom was a second grade teacher, and she would always say like school was their only safety, you know, and she would always pay extra attention to those kids because their home lives are that bad. Yeah, that bad that they loved school. So I'm like, I feel for you, girl. Like and it's honestly amazing that, you know, you found your passion through that.
I genuinely, like, growing up and doing all those things, I never like really thought it was even possible to do what we're doing right now.
Yeah,
you know
I'm sure.
Yeah, but when I got older and I was in college, by then I was like, you know, on my own, and I couldn't afford to be in college. I was like, what am I doing, you know? And I was like working a full-time job, trying to do the music thing, and just like dabble into like something that I was passionate about. I didn't know. I was pretty lost. And then I got to meet like my friends in college, and they all were so like heavily into, you know, being an artist. And they were like, Bella, you sing, you dance, you model, you do all the things. Like, why don't you try to pursue this passion too? Like, it's in you. And I was like, for whatever reason, I'm like, that's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see that for myself for real. And then I was like, wait, why don't I see that for myself?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, girl, you can do whatever you want to, and if this is what you want to do it. And I did. And then I was like, I don't know why I'm in college right now, because I don't know what I want to do besides the music stuff. And I feel like, and I told myself, I was like, well, if I drop out, which I did, I was like, I would have to like go full throttle in the music stuff. And so I was just like, I made that promise to myself to like really strive to be, you know, an artist.
Yeah. That is so beyond incredible. Like, the fact that you were the one who, you know, convinced yourself that you were able to do this. And, like, you had your own back to say, like, no, you can do this and you can pursue this.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of late.
Yeah. I mean, and also just, like, you knowing that you had to kind of go full throttle. I talked about this in a previous episode where being uncomfortable is the best thing for us sometimes. And putting yourself in that position of like, okay, I'm going to give up this, you know, maybe safer like path. And knowing that at like such a young age is just like so impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, so inspiring.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So, does your confidence on stage come from like your dancing background? Because one thing I noticed immediately about you is like you have insanely good stage presence.
Thank you.
Yeah, which is something that I struggle with.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't tell.
Everybody says that, but like truly, I don't really have like a dance background at all. And you know, when I get drunk, I can like kind of dance, but
that's the stage right there.
Yeah. And I feel like it's because I'm not like overthinking.
Yeah.
And when I'm on stage, I feel like it's like, okay, so I'm not like a full-on dancer, right?
Yeah.
But then I'm also not going to just stand there. You know what I mean? So it's like a weird in-between that I feel like I'm trying to figure out. But when I saw you perform for the first time, I was like captivated. Like, your stage presence is like so natural.
Thank you. I do think it had a lot to do with my dance background. I don't know. I think the rehearsal part of it was like embedded in me. So it's like I absolutely love rehearsing. I don't know what it is, but it's just like that process of being an artist is like so important. And then when it's like showtime, it just feels so natural. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And because I don't know, there's something about like dancing and singing at the same time. I don't freaking know. Okay, this sounds crazy, but I literally like, there's something about getting the crowd going.
Oh,
literally
it feels like drugs.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. It's like that dopamine. Yeah. There's nothing like it. I freaking love performing.
Oh, like, yeah. I'm the same way. When I did my Nashville show, I felt that feeling. And it really was a moment of like, oh yeah, like this is why I'm doing all of this. Like all of this work that I'm putting in, like this feeling is indescribable.
You feel alive.
Yeah.
Literally. Yes, you feel alive.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of people ask like, well, why do you want it? Like, why do you want it so bad? And really it boils down to that feeling. I'm like, I want to have that feeling as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
That, and if that sounds selfish, like, okay, but like that is for my life and like my time here on this planet, I want to experience that high like all the time, you know?
Yeah. When it's in you, it's in you.
For sure.
They have to like, nobody will understand that feeling until like you actually are in it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think only artists really can like relate.
For sure.
Or like even like athletes when they're like doing a good job because all of their rehearsal time or practices is like paying off, you know? So that's kind of like our trophy, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. When I just went on tour, I didn't really rehearse, which I know sounds crazy, but it was a lot. I was like doing this tour independently. Yeah. And I did a couple shows and I could feel that I was not like, I just felt like I was unrehearsed on stage and I didn't know what to do at some points. So the show before my Nashville show, I was like, I have to like lock this in. And I went upstairs. We have like a yoga dance room up in my gym with huge mirrors at like 1 a.m. one night just by myself. And I stayed up there till like 4 a.m. and I ran my set like front to back. And I felt so confident after I did that. I did the show before Nashville. Kaya was like, girl, that was way fucking bad. Like whatever you did, like keep doing that. I was like, okay, cool. Like I just watched myself perform in front of a mirror, really. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then for the Nashville show, like I rehearsed maybe like 3 times and I felt so confident for my Nashville show. And just like that, even just rehearsing a couple times makes so much of a difference. It does, yeah. Because you can see yourself and you're like, oh, okay, like that looks good. That doesn't look good, you know? And it just helps so much.
Yeah, like practicing like the facial expressions, seeing how your body moves. Breath control is super important. Yeah. And it's just like, and then marking the little things that's gonna like make the song more enticing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. And like having those moments of like drama. You know what I mean? Like that's one thing Kaya, she helped me so much on this tour. She would really like reiterate to me like, you are putting on a play, like you don't break character. That's what she would always say to me, like, don't break character. Like in the song transitions, don't go back to just regular Jade. Like you're still like performing. Even she's so good too. She like y'all remind me of each other in the way of like you guys are just so good on stage.
I actually seen Kaya a lot whenever I think this is like 2016, 17 or whatever. When I first like started doing music or whatever, and she definitely was like Nashville's princess. Yeah, for sure, at the time.
We always talk about that.
Yeah. And
she was.
Yeah, she had it down packed. For real. And I'm like, yeah, she got the sauce for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Kaya.
Yeah, she's so cool because she moved to Atlanta because she knew she had Nashville on lock, and she like wanted to challenge herself, which I just think is like so crazy and cool. She's so brave.
Such a good job.
Yeah, we should all do like an event together soon. That'd be so fucking fun.
No, for real, that would be fire.
Yeah,
I feel like we're all different genres and.
Yeah,
it would eat. It would,
but they mesh together.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the vibes would be so good. I love that.
That's good.
Okay, so you're independent, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay, are you signed to any type of deal at all?
No.
Okay, me either. Yeah. So go us. That's amazing. Yeah. All right, we're boss ass bitches out here. That's incredible. How do you support your independent artist career?
So I do have a regular job.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say what. I'll say what. I serve. So like that, and it's been working for me for a long time. So as far as like the schedule, the flexibility, meeting people, and all the things. So that's literally how I support myself. Yeah. And then too, like now that the music's been doing pretty well, like. The merch and stuff like that helps, and you know, social media and getting paid off of that too. So it's cool.
Yeah. I saw one of your posts one time and I almost wrote you this like paragraph, but I'm gonna tell you in person right now. I genuinely like feel like you could kill it on like live stream. I feel like you have like such a good personality and like you have such a good look, and I'm like, you should try live streaming.
I think naturally and in person, I'm a certified yapper, and I feel like I will overshare.
That's what the people want.
I would talk too fucking much.
Oh my God, no. Like, you sound perfect for this. You sound perfect for this. Like,
well, you know, I might take that challenge. You know,
you should. You really should.
You.
Because, I mean, if I was not live streaming, I would be bottle girling. I always say this. Like, I would be in that club so quick. Like, because to me, I'm like, that just makes sense. Like, I want to go somewhere where it's like, you know, or I would want to go somewhere where I'm making the most amount for like the littlest time possible.
Yeah.
But then again, I've never bottled, so it might be easier for me to like say that without knowing the ins and outs of it. But did you bottle? I forget. If you did.
Yeah.
Did you like it or no?
It was fine. It was nice. It was quick money. It was like nice to like, you know, walk out with that amount of money. But a lot of it was I don't know. It's kind of, you're just dealing with too many drunk people. It's different when you're like, you're working at a regular bar and like working at a club or whatever. I'm not against it, and I probably might do it again if the money is calling.
Right.
Then whatever, I'll do it again. But I definitely it was, I don't know, the establishment that I work with, it wasn't it. Yeah.
Like, it just wasn't a good experience.
Yeah. They didn't treat their girls well. So I was just like, I had to go.
I know there's a lot of just things that happen, I feel like, in that industry that are totally just brushed under the rug and not talked about, you know? And I feel like it's easier said than done.
Literally.
You know, like, oh, I'll just be a bottle girl. And it's like, okay, you're staying up till 4 or 5 a.m.
You're dealing with a bunch of drunk folks. They
touching
might touch you.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big
and I freaked
thing.
the fuck out.
Yeah. That was a big thing. And I was just like, ugh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I get it. Well, I think that's really still just like so inspiring for people to hear, because I think that artists who are independent are like ashamed or whatever of having like a normal job. But how the fuck else are you going to support this expensive ass
lifestyle?
Career? Like, oh my God.
The one thing that like really kind of like still like rubs me the wrong way, like get under my skin a little bit, is like when people see me and they're like surprised I have a regular job or whatever, and then, you know, they obviously like, they're like, you're doing such a good job and da-da-da, but why are you still working here? And I'm like, social media don't really pay you as much as you
for
think.
Sure.
Not enough to like live off of. And then too, because the music stuff is so expensive, like it's,
I mean, thousands a month.
Literally.
Thousands a month.
You have to make consistent money somehow to like feed that. So overall, it'll make sense, and you know, but
I think it's encouraging for people to hear that, because I think that a lot of people do get discouraged and they think that they can't do both. And I'm sure, you know, you can attest to this. Like, it's not easy to do both, but you can do it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I just like look at it like it's just a piece of my day.
100%.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just like a piece of my day. So it's like I do work full time, but I'm also a full time artist. So it's just kind of like, it's only one half of my day. Like, I have so much other things I gotta worry about. Like, this is just a fraction of what's going on in my life. You know? Yeah. But you guys can do it. If you want to do it, you can do it. Yeah.
And I can tell from your content, because I love watching your content. Like,
thank you.
I love your day in the lives.
Oh,
I love them, because I'm like, your like apartment is so cute and aesthetic. What sign are you?
I'm an Aries.
You're an Aries? Oh my God. Okay. I'm a Taurus.
I love Taurus.
Yeah. I love Aries too. But yeah, like, you're so aesthetic, and like, I love you seem very like well-rounded and like balanced. And one thing I relate to you a lot on is I can tell you're very into self-care and also into mindset. And kind of like that idea of manifestation and just like really speaking positive affirmations to yourself, over your career.
Literally, yeah, you have to.
Oh, you have to. And I want you to kind of like speak on this. How have you seen that mindset shift impact your career in a positive way? Because I speak loudly about, you know, having that type of mindset with this career.
It's like one of those things. It's like, I would say, like, because of my upbringing, I think that like my family and like my background and my humble beginnings, like, it wasn't embedded in us to like talk so positively to yourself. So it's kind of like one of those things. I'm like, okay, if I don't talk to myself like this, if I don't believe in myself the way that I do, who else is going to do that too? You know, so and I do like read like self-help books, because this is like, being an artist can be discouraging a lot. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, most days.
Yes. Right.
Most
and
days.
Then a lot of times I have like anxiety and all of the things. Posting is not as easy as it looks. And it's like, 100%. We care about the numbers, of course. And it's just, I don't know. I feel like if you talk to yourself more positively than negatively, then you'll get more positive incomes.
Oh, yeah.
I did 75 hard one time.
Yeah, I've done it too. Once.
Yes, me too. But
one time.
That one time I did it, though, I was like, wow. I feel like that's when my career, and this was before, this was like during like my Pretty Heart phase. I think when I was like single and, you know, really locked into myself, speaking to God every day. I think that's when I was like, okay, I'm like really living in my purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And the only outcome to look at life, period, is to look at it positively, because everything else around us is so negative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. That mental health is so important. I tell myself that every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always talk about how important it is on a daily basis to like prime your brain as an artist to think positively. I think a lot of us immediately wake up and feel an overwhelming amount of pressure. I always say like my foot is on the gas, like down to the floor every day, and like my pressure gauge is like so high, you know, because we're just like, okay, like we need to like, we need to post this and we need to do this to make the money to pay for this, and I'm, you know, if I don't cover all these bases, like it's so much. Yeah. And it really is like obviously so rewarding. I think that we live such purposeful and like fulfilling lives. And that is the plus side of this career. But there's also this never ending kind of like pressure to be on. And I feel like the only way to like get a grip on that is by constantly refining your thoughts. Yeah. And like it really is a practice. Like, I mean, I started, if the scale is like, you know, 0 to 100, I started off at 0. Like I knew nothing about how to talk to myself or like how to think, or even that my thoughts were apart from me, if that makes sense. Like I can observe my thoughts, you know? Yeah. And I can also just take myself out of them and be like, okay, like we're having these thoughts. They're not always true. Yeah. You know?
That's so real. Oh my God. So the other day I was having the worst anxiety ever. My brain was just like spiraling. And I was like, why do I keep having these bad thoughts? And I literally had to say out loud, I was like, stop. Yeah. Like, stop. Like, stop. Like, and talking to myself out loud, girl, you're okay. It's fine. Everything is fine. You're good. Right. But, like, I read a book. I forget what book it was. It was probably, like, The Power of Now or something like that.
Oh, love The Power of Now.
Yeah. I think it was, like, one of those books where it was, like, you are not your thoughts. Yep. You know what I mean? So, it's like, if you know how to separate the two, then you'll be successful.
Yeah. So as far as social media does go, how do you feel like you're approaching it nowadays? I know we all have different strategies, and from the outside looking in, when I look at your social media, I just think you're crushing it, right?
Thank you.
Yeah. And I feel like you probably feel the same way. When people say that to me, I'm like, they have no idea.
No,
like,
literally.
They have no idea how much thought I put in this, and like how difficult it really is to get myself to post every day.
Literally.
Do you feel the same way?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Like, I went on a little hiatus because like I just couldn't get I kind of went through a little, you know, depression, I guess you'd say. But from a heartbreak, I would say. It was really hard for me to pick up a camera. Yeah. Like literally it was so hard for me to like want to like put my face in this camera and act like everything is okay. And then so now, like, as far as like, you know, I just dropped a song and I'm like, I literally have to make myself like get back in the rhythm of things, because this is what we want to do, you know. You have to literally do so much to even try to like drop the music, you know. You can't just be an artist. You have to have the whole package, the content, the marketing, the everything. So nowadays I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna just do what feels natural. And sometimes I'm like, okay, I just gotta put something out. Let me just throw it out there. Right. You know?
For sure.
Yeah. And I just like make myself like, okay, day in the life or workout video. I wasn't planning on filming today, but I'm gonna just do it anyways and put it together, piece it together. But I feel like you and I have done it for so long now that it's so easy for us to piece things together. Yeah, as long as we pull the camera out, you know what I mean?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It's like I experience a lot of anxiety when it comes to getting started on the content creation days. It's like I will kind of procrastinate it and like put it off, and then all of a sudden I like run out of time. But really treating it as something that is a job is kind of what I have to do. And I was just talking about this on my spam account, because I have like a spam account where I'll just like, you know, very naturally and organically just like talk. And those videos always do better.
Yeah.
And my music content, when I'm trying to film music content, a lot of the times I feel like it feels a little bit forced, but like, how can it not? Right, like, I'm setting up the fucking mic. I'm setting up the, like, I don't know how to get the natural, I don't really give a fuck feeling in my music content. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Like, it's really hard to capture that vibe. And I don't know. I'm like, it's very confusing for me right now with music content, because barely anything's working for anybody.
Yeah.
You know?
The algorithm is really ass right now. Like, it's not really helping anybody when it comes to this.
Your video, though, and we're going to start diving into your new song called Showstopper, which is so incredible, guys. It's a banger.
Thank you.
But your video, the first one I saw of Showstopper, you were in, like, you had your phone set up, and, like, you just kind of, like, it looked like you, like, pressed start, and maybe you were in a bathroom or something.
Yeah, I was in Vegas.
Okay. Yeah. And you were just, like, you know, jamming out to your own song. And I think what makes music content feel the most organic is when you feel the natural energy and excitement that the artist has about the song. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like when you're really excited about a song and, like, you know it's good.
Yeah.
And you, like, make a video that day.
Yeah.
That's what, like, captures that organic feeling. And I felt that in that video.
I love, girl, it's so funny because I was in Vegas with one of my friends, and we were literally in a rush to, like, make a reservation, like to you know, to get there on time or whatever. And I literally just pulled it out, and I'm like, I have to do something because I look cute.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
So I just set it up, and I haven't did one of those videos in so long, you know, just like as far as like singing to your own song. And so when I was like, you know, I had so much content, pictures, everything, and I'm like laying in bed back in Nashville. I'm like, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, this one is I was like, yeah. So I was like, yeah, this one is gonna be a good first one to, you know, let everybody know that I'm dropping again.
It felt super organic. I loved it. And it's so funny, like, in your head, you're probably, like, thinking about, you know, oh, I need to post. But then I just see you pop up on my feed, and I'm like, oh, she's killing it. Like, I love this song. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's thinking about it that deep. But that video got a lot of love, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it was just, like, an energy. I was like, I have to be like, hey, this is amazing. And I feel like everybody else felt the same.
Yeah. It's a different vibe for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's dive into it. So you just dropped a song called Showstopper. And this song, it's giving Rihanna in, what is the album, the Red album, the Needed Me, and
Anti?
Yeah, it's giving Anti. So if y'all are missing Rihanna, just check out Bella Moon's new song.
That's so
okay?
Cute.
Seriously, the song is so fire. It's like a mix of, like, hip hop, trap, and rock.
Thank
and
you.
like a little R&B flair, but it's more like upbeat, and like I said, it's very Rihanna, like Needed Me, kind of like that vibe.
Yeah. I like, when I went and sat with Reed, who is like one of the newer producers that I'm working with or whatever, he's such a fucking genius. And I just sat there with him, and I was like, I want something edgy. And I was like, this is like the vibe that I'm going for. I just want to, like, talk my shit for real, you know?
Yeah.
And then we just sitting there, and he's on the guitar, on his electric guitar, just doing it or whatever. I wrote that song so fast.
I love when it just flows out of you like that. Yeah.
I was very surprised. And then the hook is so high. Like, I'm like screaming it. You know
it is really high.
Yes. And it's very uncomfortable to sing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
some of the best songs I make, I'm like, if I have to sing this live, I'm fucked. Like backing track for sure. Yeah, literally. I just wrote a song like that too.
I was like, oh my God. But yeah, it was, definitely singing in that lower register. And then Reed was like, oh no, honey, you got to scream this shit.
Fuck yeah. Wait, we love a producer that like pushes you. Yes.
Yeah, Reed believes in me for sure. And he loves, like, I have been leaning into like the more rappy, like melodic rap. And
obsessed, yeah.
Yeah. But he loves when I sing. So yeah, and so he was like, no, scream that shit, sing that shit. And I'm like, okay, period.
It was time. Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. I love that track so much.
Yeah. Yes. I feel like your music previously, which is amazing, it's very R&B, like melodic. It's like Kehlani, Janae Aiko, like that kind of vibe. Mm-hmm. And this song was just such like a breath of fresh air. I love when an artist like flips, but not like it still makes sense. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's like a genre bend. It's not like a full on genre like, oh, I'm going country. It's like it still makes sense for you. Yeah. Like I feel like you could still kind of like explore that lane, and it just feels like another side of you rather than like you trying to just like completely switch up. Yeah. You know what I mean?
This specific one, well, this vibe that I've been on lately, like I have always been like super lover girl, like melodic R&B, like you said, but this, I don't know, this, I guess you bad gal who just said that. This bad gal vibes that I'm going like getting at right now is so Aries of me. Yeah, you know what I mean. And I never felt like the fire that I feel right now. So I'm like, I'm just leaning in. Honestly. Yeah.
So what brought out this fire for Showstopper? What is this song about? I have a segment called Backstage Breakdown where we kind of like dive into one of your songs, and I would love to kind of really go into this.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the energy is from a previous breakup because we just was butting heads a lot about like my branding and me being an artist, if I was dressing too hoochie or doing too much on stage.
But that's why he liked you to begin with, right?
Literally. Like
always the fucking case.
And like, I'm just like, he thought I was a hot, first off, I did say I was a little hot girl or whatever, but hot girl as in like I'm living the fast life, not hot girl like a hoe. You know what I mean?
No, so, but you're like a difference. You're a hot girl, like for sure. Like,
yeah. And he just thought I was that, and then I'm sure he didn't think he's gonna fall in love with me the way he did. But
right.
Who can blame him? But anyway, but and then he not to, he's an amazing guy, but he definitely was trying to mold me to like being a wife and just being what he didn't want people looking at my page and being embarrassed. Like he didn't, and that was like a really big thing that like really messed with my mental. Like I felt like I was getting writer's block. I felt like I couldn't be myself, I felt like I was like walking on eggshells. I just couldn't fully be myself, and I did love him. So a piece of me was kind of like, okay, I didn't want to abide to like how my man felt about me at the time. You know what I mean? So I did try to pivot a little bit, but then the more I pivot, the more unhappy I was becoming. Yeah. And the more we were like butting heads and the more shit we was talking to each other, and then it became super toxic. Yeah. So, but it's a pattern. It's sad to say, but this is not the first time I've dealt with this. Like this is a pattern with every relationship that I'm very much a relationship girly, and I think this is my third for real relationship, and every single one has same outcome. Like I don't know, I guess they would become like super insecure about this dream that I'm pursuing, and I don't know, I feel like they would do things and say things that like will make them feel like will boost their ego in some way. Oh, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Cheat on me, talk shit, whatever the hell they gotta do to like make themselves feel better. And I was just sick of this shit. So when I heard this beat, I was like, oh, I'm going in. Yeah. I'm a showstopper for real. Like, and I do feel that way about myself. Like I'm supposed to be on stage. Yeah. I'm supposed to be performing. I'm supposed to be dressing risque if I want to. I can do whatever I want to do, and my man should just support me.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Instead of like trying to fight it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think so many females can relate to that. I mean, I've personally had a man literally say to me, like, I was jealous of you, you know? And I think not only does the jealousy come from us being unapologetically ourselves, and maybe a part of them wishes that they could also be unapologetically themselves.
Yeah, they want to be a bad bitch too.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. And they almost feel like they own the way, like yes, they love that you're like confident and sexy, but like only for them, you know, and that isn't fair, because that is, first of all, that's nothing to be embarrassed or ashamed about, especially as a woman nowadays. Like, I think being more risque and sexy is empowering, because I'm sure you've dealt with this too, but like, we've had men look at us up, down, every which way from the time we were young, you know what I mean? And it's like, I feel, especially like now where I'm at in my life, that is me kind of being able to take some of that power back, where I felt like I didn't have a lot in certain situations. And like, for me to be able to control, you know, when I want to be sexy and like what I put out there of myself, that's part of my brand, you know? And it's like,
literally,
I think that it's really difficult because a lot of men do struggle with insecurity issues, and it takes a long time for them to work through those. Yeah. And I feel like we're already like ahead a little bit as women. So then they're just like looking at us like, this woman makes me feel insecure by just existing.
Yeah.
And just like being herself.
Yeah.
Like, it makes me insecure.
Yeah.
And it's impossible. Like, you literally cannot be with somebody like that. They have to take accountability for like their feelings, and they have to take accountability for the fact that yes, they do have a weird jealousy over you. And like, not many guys are going to do that. I mean, that's a huge ego blow.
Especially when like you're pursuing the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
yeah. Oh, but that's like, I can't even, like, that's like 10 billion times worse. I can't.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like in the beginning, like, it's always the men that I encounter that makes me like, oh, I like him so much, I love him so much, or you know, I'm like so drawn to them. It's because they're so passionate, and they can pour into me the way I pour into them, and they understand what I'm doing. In the beginning, it's always like that, and then it's like, I don't know, somewhere along the lines, it's always like they don't fuck with it anymore. Yeah. And they're just like, yeah. So they always try to dim the light.
Oh yeah, and that is kind of, I mean, that is what this whole song is about. And what the biggest, like, I mean, seriously, if I do you mind me ask, did you break up with him or did he break up with you?
It was a mutual thing, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, the best like fuck you is just like this song. Yeah. Like, he must hear this and be like, oh my God.
I don't know. Like, I got him blocked, so he probably
good for you.
But I'm sure he's seen it on them.
Look, but guys creep more than they admit.
Yeah, but it's so crazy because I mean, even though like this is my experience that I have like right now, I'm sure every single ex that's heard this song is like, damn.
Yeah,
she talk about me.
And if the shoe fits,
literally, and it is about like. And I said this because, you know, people were like asking me if it was about the specific someone, but I literally was like, no, it's about a collective. Yeah, and that's the truth. Like, I do feel a little jaded off of just like how I end things with these men. It's always about my artistry, and I don't know what that is, because apart from that, like, I am a good girlfriend. You know, I do pour into these men the way they would want me to, and vice versa. But then when it comes to that specifically, like, they do not like it, and then it just like creates a whole bunch of stuff. So I need a confident man who's gonna love me for me.
Oh yeah. And like, you will find that. I feel like you give wifey vibes, and like, you just maybe you need like a businessman.
Maybe I need to switch it up.
Yeah, like, don't go for like the artist.
Yeah,
honestly.
Seriously,
because that's a whole nother problem.
Yeah,
you know,
I need somebody just in the background that's not trying to be like a star too, you know.
So have you ever heard the expression, every couple should be a rock star, and one should be the rock and one should be the star.
No, I never heard that. That's so cute.
Every couple needs to be a rock star.
I love that.
And I agree.
That's very on brand.
Perfect. Showstopper it's giving rock star vibes. But yeah, no, and I like that. Like I want my man to be like, I'm so fucking proud of you. Like, I want him to do his thing, right? I want him to be, you know, killing it in his lane. Hey, Mud. That's totally fine. Actually, that is necessary. Like, they can't just, like, their full-time job can't be being obsessed with me. But, like, literally. I do think that just for what we're doing, it's like a relief to, like, be with somebody who normalizes you out a little bit and, like, makes you feel present. Because I think with our careers, we're rarely present. Yeah. We're always thinking about our careers. We're, at least for me,
thinking about the future. Like, what's next?
Yeah. And I find with somebody who's not an artist or not in the spotlight, that is when, like, I feel the most present, you know? And it's really beautiful. Like, I think that I also was very much attracted to, like, the artist types, the passionate guys for a while. And, like, it just got old because, I don't know, sometimes we just need a fucking mental break. Yeah. And, like, our partners should be that for us.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah. Just somebody we could feel safe with.
Yeah. Yeah. And, like, bring us back down to earth. Like, hello, this world is right here. Like, literally. Your life's happening now.
Yes.
Because I'll be on my phone all day. And I'm busy as fuck on my phone. I'm not scrolling. I'm, like, literally working off my phone all day. Right. Like, lately I've had to be like, okay, like, today I was walking back from the gym and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm not going to play anything in my ears. Like, I'm just going to take this 15 minutes of just, like, silence, you know? Because I feel like we're so in it.
Yeah.
And
so much noise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
With everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot. But here we are.
Yeah.
Surviving and thriving because we've been doing this for, like, how long have you been doing your independent career?
I actually dropped my first project 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing it for, like, the same amount of time.
Yeah.
And don't you feel like we're, like, just now, like, at our peak? Or not our peak. We're like coming up on the, I don't know. I feel like this year is going to be big for both of us.
Yeah, I agree. I'm like, they say you really do have to, like, have you heard the saying where there was, like, you got to put 10 years in?
Yeah.
We're on that 10 years.
Of course. I'm like, all right, let's go. I've always been with my best friend last night and I said, look, I'm all about, like, mindset and, like, oh, I'm detached from the outcomes and whenever it happens, it happens. But with the amount that I've been, like, working my ass off lately, I'm like, something's got to give. Just even if a little something, like, so I'm like, I'm going to make a bargain with God. Like, okay, you've been seeing me work faithfully for, like, the past however many years. Like, we need some motion. But at the same time, it's like, I look at my own life and I'm like, where's the motion? But then I think other people view us so much differently than we view ourselves. Sure. Like, people be like,
we've accomplished so much more than, like, if I do get discouraged sometimes, but then when I think about, like, all of the things that we've accomplished, I'm like, people that's done music has quit before they could even touch anything.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So the fact that we're both so driven to, like, pursue it for this long and we look the fuck good doing it, you know what I mean?
Better and better and better and better. Yeah.
And I was like, and another thing with the whole, like, mental health thing too, I feel like it plays a big role with, like, the way we look.
Yeah. Of course.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna stress out about this person so they can make me ugly.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not about to miss a gym because, like, I'm upset. No, I'll be in the gym, like, upset, you know?
Just sweating it out. And I'm like, you know what? Life is not that bad.
No.
We're good. We're healthy. We look good.
Yep.
You know, we're pursuing something massive.
Yeah.
And we're brave for it.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, and especially with what you're doing right now in the Khmer, I said it right. Mm-hmm. The Khmer, like, culture, right? Mm-hmm. Can you, like, explain this to me? Because I feel like you are, like, a niche superstar in a way. Like, what? Tell me what's going on with this.
So, I mean, when I like to pivot a lot, you know, just, like, to see how far I can take things. And it's crazy because that specific song was, like, the first
Khmer Baddie?
No, it was Khmer Girl remix. The Get the Money.
Okay.
It was
that song's so good.
Yes. Yeah. The Get the Money. Well, the first one was like an original, and literally the day after I dropped it, I did like the Khmer Girl remix, just like for a TikTok sound, and it went freaking crazy. And I was like, got probably like 20,000 followers off of that just song, and people are like playing it and making videos to it or whatever, and I'm like, dang. And it's so crazy. I found this journal like from, I think it was like 2016 or something like that. I journal a lot. It was like I was like, I really want to be like the Khmer Rihanna. You know what I mean?
I have chills.
It's crazy.
You manifested that.
No, seriously. And I was like, wait, I forgot that I even said that.
No, that's what's so creepy about writing stuff down.
Yeah.
And manifestations, you will look back and be like, I wrote this.
Yes, literally. I wrote it to existence. Like, and
oh my gosh.
I'll get chills now too thinking about it.
Also, by the way, chills, I just heard this from a psychic medium. Whenever you get chills, it is the universe telling you that what you're saying is true. Anytime you get chills, it's reinforcement of, it's literally like, it's a spiritual thing.
Oh my
gosh.
I know. I got it right now. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's just, I don't know, it's wild because like
so crazy.
I like never wanted to, I guess you'd say like I'm such an R&B head, whereas like I don't know how I would represent the culture in this way. Oh, and I just didn't know. I was kind of like lost in that or whatever, but I was just like, you know what, there's nobody representing for real, and I feel like there's not a TikTok sound that sounded like this, but it went crazy. So I kind of like leaned into that, and I was just like, I feel like this is what they were missing for real. You know what I mean? Because nobody, I will say like, there is a lot of like talented Cambodian people, but the way, I know I'm an incredible songwriter, and I know I make great music, and I know I have the full package.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to sound conceited.
I agree.
I agree. I'm not trying to sound conceited, but I worked hard for this. So I was just like, they need some representation, and the fact that they made me that, they named me Khmer Baddie. They were the one who started that.
That's so sick.
Yeah, and then I was like, she's like, they've been like, she's the Khmer Baddie. Wow. And then I was like, okay. So I just kind of like ran with that, and then I made a song called Khmer Baddie, and then since it's been doing really well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you performed like some pretty big festivals. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Where were these festivals?
One was in Ontario,
okay.
California. That was for Sabati Fest. And it was another one in Lowell, Massachusetts, not too long ago. And I just get invited to, a lot of like Southeast Asian things, just because I feel like, they need somebody as good as me.
Yeah. I love this. That's so sick. How was like performing these festivals?
The first one, when I did Sabati Fest, they sold 10,000 tickets, and I was the first Cambodian woman on that stage, and because it's ran by a lot of people. And shout out to them, shout out to Sabati Fest, because they really saw what I was doing. They saw the motion that was happening, and I have a whole Khmer Baddie movement, with Cambodian American girls, and it was great. Like it didn't hit me the way it did until I got there. I have a video of me crying of like when I first got there, because it was kind of like surreal. I met like this influencer. She's literally a Khmer refugee, and she's a lot older, and she speaks English. A lot of them don't speak as fluent English or have a social media presence as she does, and she was the first lady that I've seen from that generation really admiring me, and that was different for me, because growing up, the Cambodian woman in my life, besides my intimate family, looked at me as what I was doing was silly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I got that reassurance from my own people that specific day, I cried like 3 times, because it hit home. Right. You know what I mean? Like
a part of your like inner child.
Literally, it was so freaking healing to me. And then but yeah, I was so in like fast motion. I made my own merch and literally had no sleep, had to catch flights. Like, it just did not hit me until the moment I got there and I saw her specifically. And then, and I just had to touch up my makeup and hit that red carpet. And I'm like, look, like, I was like, okay, we in it now. So, you know, this is what we worked for. So I was like, yeah, that was a moment for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Like, do you feel like they are like locked in for life fans now because you kind of are representing them and putting them on the map?
I do. I feel like there's not a lot of us that's doing it the way I'm doing it. And I mean, they say it as well, so I'm not the only one saying it. But I do think that. I feel like they just need somebody to represent for real, you know? And it's crazy to think about because I never had that growing up, like a Cambodian person that I'm like really looking up to. And when I go to these festivals, these little girls are literally like fangirling over me, and it just hits. Yeah. It hits so different because I'm like, damn, like I didn't have that growing up. And now I'm that for them.
Oh, yeah.
So that's so cute.
So cute. I'm sure they're obsessed with you and they like want to be you.
I love that.
That's beautiful. So just before we get into the end of things, like I said, I was really like touched by what you said about your upbringing and your parents. How do your parents feel about what you're doing now, and like what's the support like? And
at first I was a very heavy R&B head, so a lot of the songs were very sexy.
And it's hard for parents.
Yeah,
girl, it's hard for my parents. Right. I'm like, don't listen.
Right, so it's like they didn't know how to feel at the time, but they've always seen like what I was doing growing up. So I didn't grow up with my dad, so my dad knew me from like 14 to now. And then and he's obviously like super supportive too, but he is so like not into social media that he had no idea what was going on.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so whenever I told him I was performing for this festival, he didn't understand how big it was.
Right.
Yeah, my grandparents, they didn't understand how big it was. My mom, she was like, Bella, this is something. She was like, I fully support. Even though like the lyrics are kind of raunchy, she was just like, it's clever, it's different, it's unique. She was like, I love this way for you. Yeah. You know?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So they're like super supportive now. And they get it. Like, I feel like it took them a while, but they're here now. So that's all that matters. Yeah. Yeah. They've seen it with their own eyes that this is actually, this can happen. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think for any artist out there that's watching that feels like their family members are maybe not on board or supportive, please don't listen to them. Yeah. Because I think a lot of people get held back by their family, and unfortunately sometimes you just have to push past that uncomfortable period and they will come around most times. They will.
A lot of times they do.
Yeah, a lot of times they do, and at the end of the day it doesn't really matter either way because this is your life. Yeah. And I think that it's much worse to live in regret as far as not pursuing your dreams because your family, you know, has a certain idea for your life. It is not, at the end of the day, like their decision to make, you know, and it might be hard, but I mean, I know people like personally that I think don't go after certain things because of their family, and it makes me sad because I think a lot of the times they'll warm up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like
if you pursue it hard enough, they don't have a choice but to. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, yeah. So I'm happy that, you know, they're definitely on board now, and I don't know, it makes me happy to like look at my grandma and she's like so proud. Yeah, she has no idea what's going on, but she's like, that's my baby. Oh, like she's she's on stage so and she's cute. Doing her thing.
Yes, grandma. Oh my god, that's adorable. All right, well, we're gonna head into the end of our show here. I'm just gonna ask you a couple more questions. So we do some segments. We did the backstage breakdown where we kind of like dove into your song, Showstopper, go stream. It's seriously so fire. And then I like to do a hot mic confessional. So this is, what is something that no one knows about you and you don't like really portray to, you know, the internet or like your brand? It's like, it could be anything. It could be silly. It could be something more deep.
I am a Rossaholic.
Did you say Russ?
Ross.
Oh, Ross. I think you meant Russ like the artist. I was like, yes, he's great.
I mean, I feel like it's known that I'm a shopaholic online, but it's specifically Ross.
Really?
I will go to every single Ross like twice or 3 times a week.
Oh my God. Good. Wait, I'm obsessed. So like what do you find there? Just like everything?
Yeah, everything. Like I don't know. It could be literally anything. Yeah. I'm just like, it's literally the only time. Like I know thrifting is like one thing. Yeah. But like,
I'm not a thrifter really.
Yeah. I was at one point, but then I started going into Ross a lot. And I'm like, oh.
You have me wanting to go. I'm like, what am I missing?
Good. They have such good clothes.
Listen. Bella, everybody has been asking me where my necklace is from. And all my jewelry. Temu. Like, I like cheap shit. I'm sorry. Like, I know people are, like, massive haters on, like, the fast fashion of it all. Yeah. Look, when I can afford to, like, have all my pieces, like, you know. But for right now, like, sometimes I just need some cheap-ass jewelry. Literally. You know what I mean? And, like,
I would have never known that was from Temu.
I know. Because, like, I feel like I buy really cheap shit. And, like, nobody knows. Yeah. But, like, I love it. And then it's like, okay, is there really a difference between me buying a piece of clothing at Urban Outfitters and, like, buying it off fucking Shein or Fashion? Like,
it's the same
I don't
thing.
think it is. No. And Urban Outfitters charges me, I don't know, $40 a shirt when I'm like, I could just get it off, like,
Shein.
I know people are gonna hate that, but it's true.
I know, it's bad.
I love a steal. I'm such a, like, I'm a shopaholic too. I mean, and I'm just... Yeah, I like getting, like, cheap shit. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't want to pay a ton of money right now when it's, like, these bills, these music bills. Exactly. Because I can make cheap shit look, like, expensive.
Like, good. Exactly. Because you're fit, and that's what, you know, you're fit and you're beautiful. And then anything that you put on, it just...
The face card, it makes it look,
it just eats down. Yeah. With the inner look.
That's what I tell myself when I'm literally wearing $2 fucking piece of jewelry. It's making my fingers go green at the end of the night. I'm like, oh my God.
I will say I am a stickler when it comes to, like, jewelry.
Are you really? Yeah. I'm not, because I always lose it. Yeah. So I'm, like, too scared to even spend money on it.
Yeah. Well, mine is not too expensive, but I will, like, pay for, like, real sterling silver. Yeah. So I don't, you know, so I keep it forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so, like, I was in a phase of that where, like, I was, like, doing pretty well, and I feel like I got a little bit more, like, into, and I bought myself, like, a nice watch for my birthday. Mm-hmm. Lost the watch in Miami.
Girl, I would have been hurt.
Lost the watch in Miami, and they didn't find it at the hotel. And I'm like, no, one of your workers
they took it.
It's my diamond, beautiful watch. So that's why I'm scarred. I'm scarred. Yeah. But I spend my money on, like, trips. I'm very into, like, I love
you do go on trips.
I love going out of town. I love a trip.
Too. I love that. Yeah. Yeah. It's just like I'm so into so many things. I feel like I hyperfixate on things. I'm like into interior desigin. And,
I was gonna say your apartment's so cute.
Yeah. Ross and Facebook Marketplace I love. I freaking love.
Okay. You guys heard it here. Check them out. I love that. Okay, so, and then our last segment is called a green light moment. Mm-hmm. And this is a moment that you had recently that kept you going. It could be, you know, a fan or interaction or a comment or really anything that's happened to you. I know I have these a lot it seems to be like when I'm kind of down, like I'll have something happen where I'm like, wow, like I needed that today. Like that kept me going.
I don't know. I kind of feel like this.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I'll cry. That's
no, literally. No, seriously. I when I do things like this with women who are like have their own motion too, it's like it's kind of reassuring. Yeah, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah. So it's like we're just two girly pops just trying to make it happen. Yeah. And it feels good, you know, because we're both in the same lane, and it's like I don't know, just it really this does feel good to me. It's like that. A lot of, and plus like. You that girl. You only bring girls on here that's that girl.
Facts. I was like, need you. Let's go. Get in the pot. I love that.
So I'm honored. Like, seriously. It's cute. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah. I really have loved doing this. I mean, right now it just feels like, you know, a long-term, like, passion project for me. But I want to be able to have a space where I can speak because I also feel like that's, like, a big part of just who I am, you know, in my artistry. So I'm so happy you came on, and I'm glad we got to connect again because it's like been a minute.
It's been a minute for sure.
Yeah, but I think we really should, like, I'm going to have you on a show or event that I'm doing. Yeah. If you're down, of course, and if you're around. But I think it'd be so fire to have, like, you and Kaya maybe, and just, like, dope. I want to do something, I think, during the summer because I did Heat last year in the summer and it was really fun. I love throwing like a party show vibe. Like just like a night out for people. Like that's like the vibe I'm trying to create is like a fun night out where it's like you get hot, you know, you meet cool people,
right.
like it's artsy, but it's not just a show,
right?
And I feel like that's kind of what I want to keep creating. So
you're definitely good at creating vibes.
Thanks.
So, yes,
you are. Thank you.
You are.
Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the people?
Stream Showstopper and follow me on social media.
Mm-hmm. She's a great follow. Seriously, follow her because I love consuming her content and I feel like I'm picky. Follow her.
I love that.
Yes. We're going to link all of her socials in the description. So it'll be very easy for you guys to go follow her. We're going to link her song. And thank you so much, Bella Moon.
Thank you.
You were a joy to have on, one of my favorite episodes I've done. So thank you.
Really?
Yeah. Amazing.
I love that. Thank you, babe.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. If you could do me a favor, please subscribe to me on YouTube. I'm trying to grow the show. So any interaction that you guys give this show, whether it's a comment, a like, you share it with your friends, it would really mean a lot to me. I'm trying to grow a community of people who are creative and pursuing their dreams and just like to hang out and talk about the stuff that I like to talk about. So thank you guys for being here. I'll see you guys next week. We're going to have my bestie back on the pod, and we're going to give you guys the inside scoop about Nashville next week. All things food, bars, everything Nashville, crazy stories. So I'll see you guys next week. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.